introduce our guest speaker for the day, David Nakamaejo. Nakamaejo is the president of Comforting Hands Senior Care, a home care agency that specializes in non-medical companion care services for older adults who want to continue living in the comfort and privacy of their own home. He has served as a community leader for the Department of Health Injury Prevention Advisory Committee and the Fall Prevention Consortium. David has volunteered his time with the Executive Office of Aging, Statewide Task Force on Falls Prevention, and the Alzheimer's Disease and Related Dementia Statewide Task Force. Members, please join me in welcoming Mr. Nakamaejo. Thank you.
So as John has, read that bio from the standpoint of the Fall Prevention Consortium. So today's presentation is about the 4 foundations that an elder and family caregivers need to follow in order to reduce the risk of falling. So that's what it's based upon. And this is the state plan, the Hawaii State Falls Prevention Plan from the Executive Office on Aging. And the 4 foundations can be found in this plan, and that's what it is. The consortium, the Fall Prevention Consortium, is an extension of this plan. The consortium is made up of community volunteers, community members who are stakeholders. So the 4 foundations, which I will present to you today, is from this state plan. And this state plan also is following the CDC's recommendation, and they call it the 4 pillars. We just call it the 4 foundations. So if you're following the PowerPoint slides on your handouts, you notice that the leading cause of injury-related deaths among seniors is falling. Right? Nasty. Next, in Hawaii, the average number of, and this is from EMS, is 5,700 emergency department visits by elders. Now, what that means is it comes out to approximately every 1.5 hours, a senior is being transported to an emergency department. Not a good statistic. Now, that's not counting those that have fallen and have not been reported. EMS has no way of tracking how many seniors have fallen and that was not serious enough to be taken to the ER or emergency department. Now, there are situations where a senior falls, gets hurt, and goes to the physician, but that's not tracked by EMS or the first responders. So 5,700 is quite a bit. Now, the most common non-fatal injury that seniors get when they fall are hip fractures. Now, hip fractures can be very devastating. Statistics have shown that, in other words, for every, say for example, I count, and I'm talking to the group here, 4 of you, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 of you, fell, hip fracture, hospitalization. 1 of you not going to make it within the year. Now, if I go into the audience and I say, okay, let's count off 1 through 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Statistics shows that 4 out of the 10 are never going to go back home. 4 out of the 10 are not going to be able to live independently again. So falling is very, very serious. And the Department of Health, our state Department of Health, has and continues to push for this awareness and reducing the risk of falling and how important it is. So today's topic, even though it's about reducing your risk of falling, I've entitled it, when I do presentations on behalf of the consortium, when you go out as a volunteer, I call it falling is not a form of exercise. Getting up maybe, but not falling. So, first foundation. Review your medication. Elders are very visual, so I bring this out. Now, you, elder, need to review your medication. It is very, very important, at least annually. Take your medication to your primary care provider and have them review it. The reason being is that when you take multiple medications, there is that possibility of you getting dizzy, you getting drowsy, or getting some kind of balance issues or problems. Now, research have shown if you are taking just one medication, I mean, there's nothing else unless you take over the counter, but other medication interfering is, nope. You take two, slightly increased risk of reaction. 3, definitely, okay? So statistics have shown, I'm not going to put the 5th one. I have not been successful yet. From 4 or more medications, there is a high risk of a negative interaction among the medication. That is why when you go to the physician, the doctor asks, okay, what are you taking? Because who knows what you're taking that has been prescribed by other physicians. So it is very, very important that a review of the medication be done at least annually, if not more often. And the Department of Health, this consortium, and especially through the efforts of Stan Michaels, who is head of the fall prevention section for the EMS and the Department of Health, he has tirelessly pursued this. And the different pharmacies here in Hawaii, the pharmacists are more than happy that if you go up, I want an appointment, I want you review my medication, they'll do it. They'll do it. They know that the Department of Health is really emphasizing this. An illustration. You get soda. Okay, here's a Coke. Plain old Coke. Candy. This is an illustration of what may happen with 2 different medications in your stomach. So, I did this just as a visual for seniors, and it doesn't always work all the time because one senior came up to me afterwards and he said, you know what I learned from your presentation? I'm not going to drink soda and take Mentos. I said, that's really not what I had wanted you to learn, but that's okay. Get your medications reviewed, please. Do it at least once a year. We have one physician who tells her patients, get a brown bag, and she called it my brown bag test. Get a brown bag, and she tells her patients, bring all your prescriptions, put it in here, all your over-the-counter supplements you're taking, put it in here, and just bring everything. And she said, I want to review it, and she does that, and she's really good about that. So, get your medications reviewed. Second foundation, okay, 2 out of 4. I put this on just to illustrate to them. Get your eyes checked. At least annually. It's very, very important. Now, I have an illustration of a photo of grandparents with the granddaughter. Very clear. The next one shows about macular degeneration, which is a common age-related disease. So macular degeneration is when there's a blurring of the center. Okay, that's common. Another one, which all of us are very aware of or have heard of, you go to the eye doctor, they take your eyeball pressure because they're looking at glaucoma, and that's when the outside part gets blurry. Another, cataract, right? Very common. it gets kind of fuzzy after a while. Cataracts progress so slowly, people are unaware. So you're thinking, why is the Department of Health here in Hawaii emphasizing getting your eyes checked? And logic just tells you, you and I need to be able to see where we're walking. And I have not yet found a senior that we are caring for, or during a talk that says, you know, as I get older, I take less medication. Nope. As I get older, no senior has said, I'm getting older, my vision is getting better. It's like, my arm's not long enough. So you and I need to definitely get our eyes checked annually. Very, very important. Because if there is any kind of age-related disease creeping up on you, the physician can help you, okay, with medication or appropriate action. Foundation number 3. In Hawaii, all right, probably elsewhere too, but we know in Hawaii, when you lay carpet, the carpet layers 9 out of 10 times, or even higher than that, have extra carpet. The last thing carpet layers want to worry about is running out of carpet. So with the extra carpet, they leave it because you bought it. So what happens is, we've seen in so many homes, they cut the carpet. And we see this in front of the kitchen sink. We see this in the bathroom. We see remnants, cut remnants by the lanai door, by the front door entrance. Already you can see it's a trip hazard. You'd be surprised how many seniors trip over these type of rugs. Here's a throw rug. $4.99 special from Long's. That's another one. This is real easily. You can trip on it, especially on your way to the bathroom at 2 o'clock in the morning. So, get rid of that. I don't need to talk about, or people are very, very familiar already with night lights. We like this. This is a flashlight and a night light. This stays plugged in the socket, serves as a night light, and it's sensory for light and day. And if electricity go out, yank it out, and you got a flashlight. So we tell seniors, leave this in the bathroom. Yeah. Okay. So, or the hallway. So you got a night light and you got a flashlight. Grab bars, we're all familiar with that. You'd be surprised how many seniors grab bars, they go, I've had stories of seniors telling me, I don't need a grab bar. I use the towel rack. Okay. I've had one presentation done, and 2 seniors are sitting next to each other, and one senior said, why are you using the towel rack? Gonna come off the wall, you. I use the soap dish. Same thing. Put in grab bars. Last one, clutter. Okay. Get rid of clutter. Magazines off the floor, boxes out of the hallway. Make sure everything is clear. I cannot emphasize enough about how clutter contributes to falling. Right? Last one out of the foundations. Okay, 4. So first one is medication, eyes, make your home safe. The last one of the 4 that the Department of Health emphasizes is exercise. Be active. Now, everybody's preference is different. What is needed is just keep moving. So if you like swimming, fine. Golfing, tennis, hiking, whatever you like, yoga, Tai Chi is good. Tai Chi has been proven through evidence-based research, obviously, that it reduces the risk of falling. The Department of Health here, our EMS, the Fall Prevention Consortium is really emphasizing Tai Chi. And the reason Tai Chi is because it's really gentle on the joints for seniors. It's not strenuous, and it's relatively easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a very short demo, and you're not be able to see that I have some people sitting in the audience right now, so I'm going to have them follow me as we do some Tai Chi. So I'm just going to go real quickly and go through some forms. So the first one is called the opening. So what I need you to do is I need you to sit forward. Don't touch the back. And I need you to sit up. Okay? We have arms, but that's cannot help. So what I need you to do is just follow me. This is called opening. Ready? Begin. That's called opening. That's form number one. The second one is called open and close. It's a Qigong move. So when you do this, just visualize your lung expanding and exhale. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, so let's do the first one and the second one. Okay, ready? Begin. Open and close. You learned already too. Third one is called single whip. So from here, everybody do this. I'm going to mirror you so it's the opposite. I need you to turn to your right. And as if you're just opening the curtain. Okay? Let's do that again. From here, turn right and open the curtain. Good. Now, let's do opening, then open and close, and single whip. That's 3 already. We're not doing the footwork yet, but. So, ready? Begin. Good. Okay. I mean, you can see that it's relatively easy. It's not complicated. The difficult thing about Tai Chi is and for us to move slowly, yikes. Okay, that's enough. What I'm going to do is I will show you, and I'll do it right now in front, the 6. It's called the basic 6. Right? And I'll do the footwork too. So it's the basic 6 arm and foot movement. So nice, easy, soft. 4 foundations. 1, medication. 2, check your eyes. 3, make your home safe. And 4, just keep moving. Whether it's whatever you like to do. Yoga is another good one that has been proven to reduce the risk of falling. But whatever you like. Gardening is also excellent. The last thing I'm going to show you is how to get up from a fall. So I will get on the floor and show you how to get up. Now, the biggest premise on this is if you feel or suspect that you might be hurt, don't even try to get up. This is if you're on the floor and you're pretty confident that you're not hurt. So okay, if you're falling and you don't feel any pain or anything, turn on your stomach. Get on your hands and knees. And if you feel any pain, stop. Call 911 or have someone call 911. Okay. If not, crawl. Sofa, something sturdy. Strong foot. Push up. And sit quietly. Then get up. Okay? Don't stand up right away. When they fall, it's almost natural. Not good. You can fall back. Others, they do this and try and get up. That's not good. Turn. Physical therapists teach this to the seniors. My father had to go through this every time he went to PT. Okay. So, thank you for coming. Thank you for the presentation. 4 things: medication, eyes, make your home safe, and keep moving. Thank you.